How did Prestongoes go from being a Ryan Trahan fan to collaborating with him multiple times? He also asked Paul Rudd for a tattoo on the red carpet. But I'm not just gonna tell you how he does it. I'm gonna test his 3-step formula to see if I can meet Preston himself, to see if truly anyone can use it. So for Mission Meet Preston, I have 3 increasingly difficult goals that I'm gonna need your help on later. But why do I even wanna meet Preston? Well, I've been meaning to have more Christian friends, and this seems a little easier than hanging around after church. So now is a good time to probably tell you, I'm not the best person to be doing this. He had a lot of film experience, I have none. I was an engineer in college, which is ironic because now Preston actually does a lot more engineering than me. So let's rewind a little bit. Who is this person I'm trying to meet? Preston had always dreamed of being a YouTuber, but that dream started in his office telling his only 600 subscribers that he was finally going for it. His goal?
30 videos before my 30th birthday with a subscriber goal of 100,000.
That gave him only 7 months. It was bold, risky, and potentially unrealistic, but he was finally chasing his dream. He felt like he had to do this though. He couldn't just keep living the same way with his dream slowly dying. So what's that dream you've been scared to start? This brings us to step 1 of Preston's secret formula. Gain knowledge of their world. And I should tell you, you need all 3 steps for this to be successful. So here I am, doing step 1. I'm trying to make YouTube videos. It is very difficult. I also have a full-time job, so I don't have much time to do this. So a like or subscribe or any type of validation to keep going, I would really appreciate it. No pressure though. So what was it like for Preston to go all in on his dream? Honestly, he started to feel a little bit insane. He was putting in all this time, effort, but there was no real traction. He was trying to find his format and his unique YouTube personality. In an effort to be more like one of his favorite YouTubers, he tried a bootleg Penny series. But little did he know, just 1 year later, he would be singing at the end of Ryan Trahan's Penny series. But what made this all possible were his songs. Preston didn't just make great videos, he started making unique custom theme music for all of his videos. These are catchy original songs that get stuck in your head. And if you saw my last video, you know theme music could be his secret weapon. Knowledge of their world is helpful, but that's not gonna get you very far without step 2 of Preston's secret formula. Offer something of value. But what was something of value Preston could offer Paul Rudd or Ryan Trahan? In the case of Ryan Trahan, Prestongoes went all out creating a custom song for his outro of the Penny series. Now that gave me an idea for something of value for Preston, but we'll get to that in a sec. Preston went out on a limb and sent Ryan Trahan a DM with the custom song included. But would Ryan really see this? Luckily for Preston, this wasn't the first time he tried to get someone's attention. Preston also had something of value to offer Paul Rudd. Preston had the idea of asking Paul Rudd for an Ant-Man tattoo as publicity for his new movie. But how would he get his attention? That leads us to step 3. But before we get there, what could I offer of value to Preston? I was recently watching him on Colin and Samir, and he mentioned that title and thumbnail is not his favorite part of the process. Sure, he's really good at it, but his main thing that he loves doing is making great videos. So when I heard he was starting to get a lot of traction on his videos, but one was a poor performer.
But you're not that far into your journey.
Right.
You know, you never know when you're going to put out a video where you're like, oof.
And that video 4 months ago, I assume you're talking about the one where I made songs of the 1-star reviews.
Yes. I had to investigate. Was this really a bad video? Or was just the thumbnail and title not as intriguing?
I spent the past 16 days turning 1-star food reviews into songs and then playing them for the restaurants they're about.
No, this video was amazing. The only issue was that the title and thumbnail were not nearly as strong as his 30-second hook. This video needs more attention. So now a plan was set in motion. I'll be emailing Preston a thumbnail and title, but how will he react when someone with only 20 subscribers sends him this? It's kind of like that unathletic dude on a couch trying to tell a pro basketball player how to play, but hey, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Let's analyze his thumbnail and come up with some ideas. If you look at his current thumbnail and title, you would think it's just a montage of 1-star review songs that he made. To me, the true twist was he was not just gonna make these songs, he was playing them for the restaurants. I felt like that had to be in the thumbnail or title. So how do we capture that in a thumbnail and title? My idea was simple. It's him actually at a drive-thru with the person with headphones on listening to the song. You see the 1-star caption, you see an awkward phrasing from the 1-star caption, and they have a surprised face, while Preston is there in the car, potentially with a microphone, or just saying "song for you." I was thinking for a title, I made their 1-star reviews into songs and played it for them. But before I hit send, I'm gonna need step 3 of Preston's formula. Back to Preston. He had sent Ryan Trahan a DM, but as he so eloquently put it,
The odds of someone with so many followers even seeing a DM from someone they're not following, those odds were just so slim that we needed a better plan.
he decided he would make a whole music video for this song. He even bought a fake Ryan Trahan doll for this. His plan? To post the music video at the last episode of the Ryan Trahan Penny series and hopefully get Ryan's attention. This is the same strategy he used with Paul Rudd. He created multiple shorts. The only issue, Paul Rudd wasn't on social media, but his co-star actually was on social media and saw Preston's videos. After Preston was posting these videos about Paul Rudd, he actually got a contact that let him get a ticket to the red carpet. Here it was. He was finally able to ask Paul Rudd for a tattoo.
Question number 1.
Yep.
If the mood was right, would you ever consider maybe tattooing someone to promote this movie?
So he met Paul Rudd on the red carpet. Then he even flew to London to see him again with a portable tattoo gun. But if you want to see how that story plays out, just check out his video. In the case of Ryan Trahan, right before he posted his music video, something extraordinary happened. Ryan not only saw the DM, but he loved the song, and he put it in every ending of his Penny series. Even though Ryan had responded to his DM, his music video idea definitely would have worked. This was the big break that Preston was looking for. This is what sparked his YouTube career. He hit 1 million views and trending right when he posted that video. And Ryan Trahan, he commented saying that Preston's his new favorite YouTuber. This led to Ryan and Preston actually becoming close friends, and they even collaborated on multiple videos. So that brings me back to where I need your help. And if you haven't guessed it by now, step 3 of Preston's formula is to create a viral moment. But how can you help me? And what are my 3 increasingly unrealistic goals? Present day, recently, Preston sat back in that same office he started, hit 1 million subscribers in an emotional journey.
Here we go. Here we go. If you're just tuning in, we're trying to get to 1 million subscribers by the end of the stream. Wow, it's like really close. This is gonna happen so fast, Katie. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! It happened! It happened! It happened! That was so fast!
So now, Prestongoes is my version of Ryan Trahan. I will be emailing Prestongoes a free title and thumbnail, just like he had DM'd Ryan. But then, just like he did for Paul Rudd, I'll be posting shorts to promote his content. So if you want to join me on Mission Meet Preston, here are my 3 increasingly unrealistic goals. 1. The splash. Prestongoes comments on one of the videos. 2. The dive. I asked Preston for an interview and see if the free thumbnail and title worked. 3. The swim. I interview Preston and we end up becoming friends. So if you want to join me on Mission Meet Preston, add your best short ideas in the comments and consider subscribing if you want to follow along. I'll keep you posted.